So we do have two Masters, two Terrans. Freehunter was my favorite Zerg player. Did go back into Terran, but I got him into Masters League, so he's got some success out of making that switch. Up against CillitBANG, which I love that name. That's a fantastic name. Also from Penguin, he must be one of the newer people there. Name, production tab. Alright, good luck and have fun. Freehunter and his classic green up here in the top left against CillitBANG down here in the bottom right. Kind of bottom right-ish. That's bottom right. Lots of coffee floating right now. I know for a lot of people in Europe it is later on. But for me, it is still in the morning, so I'm not going to be jumping into beer craft just yet. So we'll see what both these guys are up to. Team Penguin. Rock and rolla. This is just before the tournament. We've got about 25 minutes before the tournament gets started, so hopefully this game doesn't go longer than that, but it shouldn't. It's going to be a big tournament today. Got a good turnout for it, so I'm excited. In this game here, looks like CillitBANG's going to go for a wall off. Freehunter is not. I've crumbled. I used to never wall off. Even against like Protoss and Terran, never walled off. Like that just wasn't my style, wasn't my thing. Didn't enjoy it as much. Just, quicker into your mineral line, be able to block things off. You don't have to worry about it getting sniped. Tank snipes, stalker snipes. So I switched to going for a wall off as a part of it. And then now I'm starting to suffer from that a little bit. I'm getting a few more people going for rushes, pushes, smacking down the wall, and it's cost me a bit. I have a gas started a bit sooner here out of Freehunter. No gas just yet out of CillitBANG. This would blow my mind if it's a gas this opening, but this game is just a show match before the tournament anyways, so maybe it's time to try something new, something fun. This is going to be for a scout. Looks like he is just going to head out onto the world and see what it has to offer. No, there's his gas started now. Very late gas. Whereas on this side, already got it fully saturated. So you'll be able to get out that Reaper really quick, which I'm almost guaranteeing that's what it's for. Orbital started nice and fast for both players. Marines on the way out. Once again, very delayed gas. But that shouldn't bother him too much for what he wants to do with it. He's getting out Marines right now anyways. Scout does come in. We'll see the timing of the gas. And we'll see that there's a Marin coming out. Not the best micro actually. Probably could have got that with a bit better stutter step. But oh well. Sometimes you get these guys down to 5 hit points. And then you can just get your SCV to hunt them on the way back. That's always really good. CillitBANG's going to hide his SCV up here. Reaper, second Reaper coming out. I actually just played against Freehunter and he went for like a 3 or 4 Reaper opening. I did kill a bunch of them. I was pretty proud of that. So we'll see if he goes for the same kind of style. He's actually going to hold the watchtower for a moment there. Head back home. We've already got 2 Marines out on the ramp here. Let's see if Freehunter's paying attention. Oh, no. Once again, not quite the best control out of CillitBANG. This guy will be able to run away and heal up. He won't be able to heal up if he keeps running into the fight here. It's a long ways around to come underneath, so keeping your Marines in that one spot is probably the cleverer move. Only 2 Reapers coming out this time. SCV actually was going for a full scout. We'll see the factory timing. I don't know if he saw the command center here. He did not. He didn't see the command center or the second gas, which is a big problem. That's what the scout needed to see. The second gas would tell him if it's going to be a banshee follow-up. And the command center would also tell him where he stands. Just still 2 Marines. Well, he's actually got him coming out right now from his reactor. Pretty beat up. These guys are going to have to back off for a while. They're just too expensive to just kind of whimsically throw away. He's going to go for a bunker at the front, and I don't mind that. I think the bunker is a smart move. Actually gonna have a factory come over, go into some Hellions, and then look at getting his stim pack likely started pretty soon as well. Start moving into that bio play. A little bit of better control that time. Woo. Pulls back the weakened Marine. Very nice. Kills off one of the Reapers. The other one's still around to go for a scout here soon. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him run into the base in a little bit, just to be able to check and see what is going to be the tech choice of his opponent, if it's going to be mech or not. And a lot of the times with Terran, you don't have to rush into multiple barracks and multiple factories. Scan. shows that it is likely going to be for a cloak banshee here. Actually, no, it is not. Starts a medevac right away. Let's see if Freehunter was paying attention to that or not. He is starting a Viking over here. Scan goes down as well. Sees the double gas. Sees there's research going on in the tech lab that should tell him that it is going to be bio that he's going up against. On this side, it's still open as to what CillitBANG wants to use. He has started his stim now, so it will be bio on bio. But Freehunter didn't necessarily know for sure what he was going to be going against. Did that Viking pop out? He's actually going to go for a Hellion drop, and it doesn't look like this will be scouted on the way by. Bunker at the front, going to hold that down. This could do a little bit of work here. We'll see. There is a Viking going to be in position. He's going to patrol it right up front here. So we'll be able to technically intercept this here medevac, but the medevac should still be able to drop its payload. The line up, he's not... Yo, get the line! A little bit of a slow pull once again there from CillitBANG. He's not going to get maximum value. Still, 7 for a medevac and 3 aliens. Hard to say that was super worth it. He does have a 6 worker lead right now. So that's nothing to... No, nothing to scoff at. 3 barracks already finished up on this side, just the 2 right now, which is kind of a weird number, but he is going to be going for tanks mixed in with this. Defensive tank at the front. +1 going to be ahead here for CillitBANG, but we do have combat shield started a bit sooner here out of Freehunter, and his stim is done sooner, but he can't really take advantage of that window at all. 3rd command center on the way. I like to see that. You got the money, use it. Got some units still kicking around in his main to be able to deal with any drops or weirdness. Bunker still at the front here. Nice. Both these guys staying quite ahead on their supply, actually. Not getting supply blocked at all. Very crisp. 1 Hellion still watching this watchtower here. Looks like he'll have a Hellion on Hellion fight. What? Seriously? That was really funny. How is that possible? They were like both in the shrubbery, so they couldn't see each other at the watchtower. That was really cute. Command center down on this side. But we'll see the one here for CillitBANG done a lot sooner. We'll see if he actually moves into position or just uses it to saturate up for a while. Got a pretty good army starter. He was working off the 3 racks. Got 1 tank. It's 1 tank versus 2 from Freehunter, already sieged up and in position. But this could be used for a really big drop in the back of the base. So we're seeing from a ton of Terran players right now, even in the pro levels, going for massive drops in the base with siege ups. I think that looks very attractive right now. There's no tanks in this drop, actually. The tanks as part of the drop, I think, are some of the most important features to be able to get off that damage. We'll be moving his command center in position at the same time. Very good timing to do that. 2 Vikings will be able to spot this drop on the way, but won't be able to stop it. Most of the army from Freehunter is at the front. And there's nothing inside of the main right now, but these 2 Vikings should be able to do some good work. The Vikings are on a bit of a wider path now. There's a chance they might not spot this attack when it happens. No, they're... Oh, man, that's so close. I almost feel like that was technically in range. Army is coming back into position here. Tanks sieging up in a decent spot. Missile turrets going down just for extra defense. 3 Marines just scouting where the army is. He sees it's all at the front. Let's see if this triggers the push. He's got the medevacs highlighted here. He's got to go now before these missile turrets stop. Perfect timing. Vikings are not in position. He's going to get a full... Oh, he doesn't drop. He must have saw that the SCVs got pulled, so he's not going to bother trying. But the thing is, the Vikings are still alive. These things can go down over here and hunt down the medevacs if they really want to. This drop is a little bit... maybe pick up some Vikings. don't know if I really like that drop from CillitBANG, but he's got a pretty big lead. He's already scouting for the third and it's not down. And he's got his third in position. Finished orbital, transferring all the workers. So I'm sure he feels quite confident. Got the watchtower with the tanks. Let's see what Freehunter does right now. He deflected that drop very well, but he's floating a lot of money. He doesn't have his third base in position. Upgrades wise, 0-1 versus 0-1. Both of them about to be 1-1 here in a second. She gets himself a couple of Vikings there. Falls back to the watchtower. This is a pretty good spot for Freehunter. He's going to be able to sneak his command center in. There's no detection anymore from CillitBANG over there. Loading up once again. Looks like this is very risky. I was about to say, you don't want to leave your tanks free and out in the front here. Let's see if Freehunter wants to go and capitalize on this. You'll take the watchtower, but you don't want to ever leave your tanks naked like that. Very clever is going to come over here and see that this base is up. Looks like he's going to go drop on drop. Wants to fit his tanks in there, I think. There are some missile turrets in position. He does have the sensor tower to show that this is happening. This is going to get very messy. Tanks are already in position with Marines down here in the south. And he's going to get a command center here essentially for free. There's nothing at the front. He could sneak right behind the mineral line here. As long as he doesn't go up the ramp. There's tanks in position at the top of the ramp here. Might have to pick up and skedaddle. Doesn't want to lose the medevacs. Yeah, he will skedaddle. Tank's still in a good spot over here. These three tanks are keeping this, back. Looks like he wants to drop. Oh, doesn't quite be able to get the drop off, but he's going to lose his starport. Army's coming around for a flank. So right now, CillitBANG is up in supply, has a third base, but positionally he's a little bit at a disadvantage here. He's lost a couple of production facilities. These medevacs are essentially empty right now. What happened to the army at the front? Looks like he might want to go for a flank on this, but it could be very pricey. Loses a few free Marines there by accident. Medevacs return home safe and sound. Oh shit. This is a little bit of an ill-fated drop. He doesn't really have any other units here. Just kind of walking his units in. Oh, this is such a bad trade for CillitBANG, but he needs to do it. He's dropping right now behind the base. So he cleans it up. He's still on 3 bases. Units-wise, CillitBANG's got a lead in SCVs, but it doesn't really matter. These mineral patches for Freehunter are about to be just depleted. More command centers being started as well, spending his money. Other than his gas, he's spending his money well. Wouldn't be too surprised to see a transition into more starports soon. But it's not quite that late of a game yet. Well, hopefully this game doesn't go so much later. We only got about 10 minutes before our tournament's got to start. Another push out here from Freehunter. He's kind of just about all in at this point. (1-2) army versus 1-1. Siege up. Nope. Seize the army. Now it's just about the infamous Terran dance of positioning. Now, army size straight across. It's pretty even, I think. Stims up. He's going for it. Trying to split some of the Marines. Oh, there's more tanks for CillitBANG, but there's... Oh, this is really funky. He's got 2 Marines to drop. And he will push that back. Good decision making there to take that fight. Very, very close, though. Had Freehunter been sieged up a little bit sooner, it could have easily gone his way. 2 more orbitals started right away. More production just pumping out. All of his gas is taken, floating a huge gas bank, which is why I didn't think it'd be too weird for him to go, as silly as it might sound, like battle cruisers or something here in the near future, just to spend all that gas. This is a tough fight here for CillitBANG. He's going to back right out there. He's going to pick up and run away. Oh no, the medevacs! Well, CillitBANG's doing his best to try to let Freehunter back into this game. Lots of free units just kind of walking around. Third base is down, not really mining yet. We should see more SCVs transfer over here soon. Very oversaturated. There we go. Like, he's amazingly oversaturated. I think the sensor tower is a really smart move. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple more out on the map. Even an aggressive one out here in the middle. Just to be able to track movements a little bit better. Also, drops happening. I think that's something both of these players could have incorporated a bit more. This base has been undefended the entire game. One little drop down here could have really shut down a large portion of this economy. 3-3, really far ahead here for CillitBANG. I believe 2-2 is finished for both. No, it's just 2-1 right now for Freehunter. So he's going to be down like double in upgrades pretty soon. So he's going to start his own sensor tower now. Give him a little bit more opportunity to see what's going on. Lots of missile turrets in the back. Great timing on these two because this drop is on its way in. Let's see if he can run in far enough. There's enough missile turrets here. I think this drop is doomed. Good pullback there. Oh, he snipes one of the tanks. Good little pickup, but there's no army here. He's screwed at this point. He got caught in a bad spot. Probably didn't even need to siege the tanks. But that'll help clean a bunch more of this up. Marines. Oh, he has not really had those really high marine numbers, funny enough. CillitBANG's got like all these tanks left over at the end. A lot of times you see the pros in these fights, there's like 20 marines left over and no tanks. One tank is going to siege up. There's no meat shield here. These SCVs should be attacking with these marines. Actually probably could have got right on top of all these tanks. Not the best trade for CillitBANG. Kills a lot of marines with those tanks, but your tank count's pretty freaking vital at this point. How many barracks is he on right now? Let's just look at the total barracks count. 9. That should be enough to be able to get I don't know if these are all rallied. Actually, really, really good paying attention to his SCVs there. A lot of marines just chilling in the base right now. Hard to really pay attention to all that stuff when there's all this fighting happening. Man, this game's got to finish soon. We've got 8 minutes till the tournament starts. Somehow Freehunter's kept himself in this, though. Mega giga oversaturated here. Alright, good siege up. Does have another base started. Wouldn't mind seeing him float over planetaries. Is he really going to push this? This is a ridiculous fight here. He's going to get on top of the tanks. SCVs are off the line. Good splitting of his marines here. He's fighting on a lot of fronts, but he's killed enough SCVs. There's the GG.